evens the numbers. The ball is in anyone's court right now, and Major, he's the equalizer. That movement is so good.
They know they have to clear out every angle, and therefore they go exploring. Their positions were compromised earlier, and that's the reason they decide to go for a big turnaround of a flank and then a backstab. They're hitting Amen, and Lucky would not anticipate this. Before Eternal Fire completely clear everything, it can work out in favor of Lucky, but there's a quick run coming in from Major to clear out CT with 2 upgraded weapons here, Crips. Both the AKs on hand of Eternal Fire on this retake.
Oh goodness, instantly taken out. A glimmer of hope.
Down it through waters and get back to A was a big move. That was a Chad move coming through, but right now amid rush, Woxic spotted, hasn't yet found his opening frag, but he has Wicadia to help him down, and he lines up as Woxic also doubles, and it's down to Maka the HGL as he gets cleaned up. That's a quickie.
3D Max doing their best to bait out the utility from Eternal Fire, which they haven't done enough of. There's still plenty of stuff left for Eternal Fire. Last few mollies down, but oh, util dump by 3D Max towards a con, but they are going from pallets towards CT spawn instead. This is a Ecstasy is just holding back towards boat. Nobody pushed in from A main yet, so he knows for a fact that this area won't be contested. But at this point, Eternal Fire have to start getting question marks around them. They've recleared A main. Where are they? Asks Xantares, and he finds the answer. He responds immediately. Ecstasy is on the other end of the map. He strikes down Calyx, so now the Lurk has killed out the Lurker, and it's just down to pure brawly retakes, and it begins already.
Clears it off. Major's down. Ecstasy's clears Dark through water, and now it's Woxic. Does have a kit, but none of his teammates standing decides to save this weapon. Find an opportunity to equalize the score. We are back to a 2-2. It has been a better start on the CT end compared to 3D Max on the T end of things, with gotten themselves an equalizer, but it's the start of the 5th round. And we've seen these MP9s being deadly. Major and Calyx again on the MP9s. A hit. Woxic does get the first, but quickly traded out. Xantares has pushed out B. There are 2 players. He's wary about it. Fights, gets, but quickly again traded. Lucky has been good on these trades. Quick. And his teammate on the terrace and moving up, and Wicadia is not keeping an eye. And when he checks, he is only put down to rest. There's going to be a chance to get the bomb planted, and he'll quickly get onto it. And Eternal Fire, they have a small chance. Again, kit on the back of Woxic. The same M4 Awareness that was saved. He's already found a frag. Same goes for Calyx. Can he find a way to close this? Does win one with Joko, but there's another layer that Woxic has to be worried about towards the camera. And Maka gives away his position, and in the meantime they're trying to stick in the 10-second defuse, and Woxic wins another. That's a big 3k coming in from his end, and Eternal Fire snatch the lead back, and the kit will help the defuse be made faster. Thin down the options for 3D Max in what their execution is going to be. Calyx is in a very cheeky spot, but crept up to check mid and then gets cleaned off by Maka. Now Woxic has to keep an eye out on the crossing.
Woxic just about gets the timing. Knows that 3D Max will still retain control over this area. If they haven't digressed yet, that means they're going elsewhere, but they will never give up control of mid window that they just acquired. And Wicadia goes ahead to check. Gets the answer, unfortunately, at the cost of his life. Up now, reposition. Woxic misses one opportunity. Fire on the floor, hoping to buy himself some more time and reposition, but there's no backup coming. He's all by himself over here. The stalwart defender taken down as Maka runs and guns him with the Tech 9. 3D Max expect them to be towards heaven, but that is not the case. Only Maka's watching game in.
And he gets it. And that's better for CT if this keeps happening, Crips. Eternal Fire will be happy, and eventually when they jump into the T side, this time they are moving into the right direction. Players at this point. Xantares burns up a lot, loses half of his health because of the dark molly coming through. Now Major trying to hold it off. Wicadia in the meantime gets cleared off. Xerxes is still holding, but there's a player who's already crept up from upper and now right behind Xerxes, and he has no idea about it. Should be a free kill, and now he does get an opportunity for it, and also an upgrade of an AK. But in the meantime, it has been a mid-rush. Maka clears the player with the AWP, but the timing, can Woxic make his way through? I think he did not find the AK, and therefore his...
But they would hope to keep their weapons rather, as Woxic recovers that AK. They're hoping Calix can also find something in the meanwhile, but even if he doesn't, he's hoping to just get a little more eyeballs towards himself. He's hoping somebody peeks out from water. And when they don't, they're like, screw it. You might as well take this area for themselves. Push Xantares back with that molly, but they're heading into a trap. There's a 4-man stack, 5-man stack on B rather.
Yeah. There's Gamble. There was only one player towards A, and he is also rotated now towards CT. Xantares the first one to be cleaned off, but there are a lot more forces of defenses. Gravity does find the second, but Woxic doubles down. Finally to go down. Wicadia tried his best through the smoke. Now it's all down to Major. He made the call, but he's still holding down with the USP. Spots the player. Doesn't land the cleanest of shots, and that's
$400 wasted. Nice contact. That blows up the area wide open for 3D Max to take. Xantares, he got back, dodges the molly narrowly, still holding the committed angle. And that's the cue for Wicadia to jump down. Oh my god, he caught Xerxes off guard. Xantares now pushing through the smoke as well. What a crunch from Eternal Fire.
But can Lucky, before going down, get a couple? This 1v4 is hard to achieve. But who knows, he's heading in the right direction. There are 4 players, and now his position given away. The bomb right in front of his side. Can he find anything? Xantares has always been tanking up a lot of the molly damage. Again, the same. Brought down to 15 points of health, but there's a player hiding right behind the pillar, and that's going to be Calix.
Deep enough. Ooh, this time 3D Max change up their approach. Hard commitment to its A main. Contact taken from water, so they avoid that fight, they avoid fighting on bridge as well, and they all just move in via boat. Woxic, the moment calls upon him. Time to shine is now as the entirety of 3D Max descend upon him. Wicadia, lovely double spray down. He barely saw the second guy, but an Xerxes just gets sprayed down to 3, and he's bought enough time for Calix also to come in. The support flash, instant. It's so good. Wicadia with a quad kill. Raining down.
Again trying to go for an A attempt. Op from Woxic is still stationed. Previously it did miss, but this time I'm pretty sure he's not going to want that. He's not playing so aggressive. Playing towards the fountain. Finds the first. There's a flash, but he's still holding the angle. Again, it is going to be Wicadia. No scope. And Wicadia still keeps firing. It's all down to Lucky, and he also gets cleaned off. That's going to be 6. Eternal Fire take the lead back on the CT. Setting up for a Molotov. Maka watching. And if now Lucky and Maka both get cleaned off, it's going to be trouble. In the meantime, the other players are making their way through waters, and Major has found one. This double op setup, Major finding another, and Xantares, this is his time to win both the duels. He does drop the bomb, and now Major, he wanted to make sure he clears off Lucky, because the call's been already relayed that Lucky is also low on health. Nice nade, but that's not going to give him any chance. Major seals it with a big 1 steps rather than 2 steps towards the grand finals. But now Eternal Fire walk into an empty mid. Only one player holding down A. That's going to be Lucky, and if they hit the right side it might just work out, but rather they're not. They're running through CT, and they're splitting there towards A. And now Lucky is worried. Where does he hide? Where does he fight from? Because he's hearing a lot of footsteps, and he just gets cleaned off. The Glock being powerful. Xantares is waiting to see if somebody exits out A main. Rather, they exit out of dark and right towards A main. Now Major has to hold this down. He did get a quadra before ending the round, but there's more players. Major does get one. Immediately gets traded out. Back to a 3v3.
Yeah, and at this point, Eternal Fire can go ahead and re-clear Acons as well, because there's only one player approaching from that spot. Maka, no, but they continue staying on side, forcing the fight, and Wicadia bites the dust. They know for a fact that at least Calix will be towards that heaven region, and he's been spotted, so now it's up to Maka to somehow capitalize on this slash and get those kills, but Calix wins one fight, has to win the other, lands the shot, and now he has to kill the diffuser, finds the timing, finds everything!
They don't decide to buy up. Might be a wise choice. Gamble stack towards mid. They'd rightly run into A. Now trying to hit through Acorns. It does have an exchange. Wait, there seems to be a lot more. Gravity did find, but Wicadia. However, Ecstasies, he goes big, gets double. Now has a Mac 10 on hand. And now they've backed off. It's all down to KLX. He did get a 1v3 previously, but this nade might be blowing Joko apart. And now it's down to Ecstasies. 1v1. Didn't make the damage. Nice nade. KLX, can he clutch this time?
Which will indicate that there might be a split, but it's actually not. It's just a full-blown commitment towards B-main. Flashes thrown in, gravity time for the time being. Joko helps him out, and it's a spray down. Destroyed in seconds.
Spam with the AUG. Oh. Lucky finds Gravity. One more for him. It should be another easy round coming in for 3D Max, and also closing and getting it to an equalizer. Joko finds as well. Already spotted. Has a poor Glock on hand. If it was a tad bit closer, it could have worked out for him. Now it's all down to KLX. Same position that he was wiped out in the previous round.
I mean, they have a small timing window that they can use. If they miss that window, the retake will be much faster. 3 players of 3D Max already in position, and they've got the nades ready to blast the smokes out and hopefully get sightlines as the execute from Eternal Fire continues getting delayed more and more and more. Finally clear through the choke points into the site. They try to stick the plant, but Major goes down. Gravity spams him. Xantares exacts revenge, but these moves are about to fade, and these fights are about to be committed to. Woxic, hero spray down on both Joko and Maka. That should discourage the retake.
Rank number 2 on Group B is not bad. It's just that you'll have more number of matches to fight with to move ahead.
Ensuring every space is out with only 30 seconds left. Eternal Fire make a massive commitment towards mid. Are they going to commit towards A? No, they're still waiting. They smoke off the beacon. This basically makes their intentions very clear. Now Maka, it's his time to shine. There's nobody else coming in from A main, so they can actually get something done. Gravity kills Calyx as he falls into the site, and Maka goes unchecked.
That's a bomb dropped.
Yeah, somehow recovered. Make it with 5 seconds left. You can't take this risk at this late. So both the teams just have one chance of a full-blown execute. After that, it's all down to gunfights and no utility.
Major setup, runs out of dark, but immediately gets cleared of Joko. Joko still on site, right around the pillar. He's taking players down left, right, and center. Gets an ace. That's 3D Max.
Because they can't put that down or put like a pin on it, they will forever be seeking a pick, trying to get an early advantage, all while not exploring other avenues of the map. So, yeah, it proves that correct once again. Sangal is taken out of...
Shot missed. They're trying to rush down Maka. Successful in that. Wicadia picks him off. Now it's Ecstasies. His teammates are closing in. Time being bought from Ecstasies, and there is the next layer. Ecstasies finds, Lucky finds, and Ecstasies closes. That's going to be 11 3D Max, and they're unable to kind of get a hold of it. Maka is either picking one off. Yeah. On the other end, there's Joko. Finally, they find an opening frag. That gives them some space to work with, but looks like Major's caught out. It's going to be tough for him to survive. Ecstasies finally clears him off, and Gravity pushes out. That's going to be again 3D Max. Looking forward to their 12th. The money on them is so good, but Xantares wants this round. Wants Eternal Fire back on track.
You've got Maka trying to clear out mid. He's going in a little closer to Palace and everything. On the other hand, you've got Joko coming in the regular direction where you would expect him to come from. So there's a double stack over there. Joko discovers them both. Information relayed to Maka. He pre-fires the spot where he expects Xantares to be, but...
That was the opening frag. That's the reason they got mid-control. But now, 3D Max have not given them the chance, but it looks like Gravity and Joko want to go exploring. Major's ready, has a high and low setup. Wicadia wins one. A quick trade, but Gravity doubles. He knows there's another player. He's trying to bait out. Buy time, throws utils, pushes the player back. Now Wicadia dropped to 8 points of health, somehow crosses.
Oh, but you can see the panic in 3D Max set in. They're paranoid that somebody might have snuck through mid, and that's why they have to re-clear that area. But no, while they try to re-clear back, Lucky, he will be able to hold the ground, but they lose both of their players on B main, and now he's all by himself. Holding solo towards Ninja. Maka comes in as well from the stairs, and Maka draws attention enough to let Lucky get one kill. Has to get one more. Plant, not committed. 5 seconds left. He's called his bluff, and now he just needs to stay alive for the gamble to work. But Woxic finds him. Maybe towards staircase on water. In all those positions, he can be devastating. Maka getting greedy. At least he's got XSCs to cover his escape. Yeah, but gravity has already cleared out V-main. He sees nothing, so 3D Max can see this execute coming from a mile away. They're ready for this. Maka's in position. Spams through smokes will come in. The moment the spike is tapped, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to throw a molly or a nade or something. So, yeah, I don't know how ETERNALFİRE get out of this one. Calyx will have to go berserk, but he loses his head the moment he jumps up. And it's all falling apart. Woxic survives, but doesn't get the headshot into gravity, but that trade is not successful. Mate, he might just be able to get the better of him, and Joko survives through to the end. Buckle on, boys. Put your seatbelts on. This is gonna get bumpy. These guys are hard committing. They're pushing through the molly. Oh my god, they have absolutely no chill. XSCs has to stand up, but Calyx, superior movement straight in the other direction. Maka praying for his life, gets one kill. He's lucky to get away with that one. Lucky opening up another opportunity, that late landing right on his feet. Xantares running and gunning in. My goodness, this is fury in ETERNALFİRE. Fanning the flames, going straight up into their opponent's faces to shoot them down. They brute force their way into A side, and now they have to hold on to this crossfire, but no Lucky drives by onto Xantares. This is an opening. Woxic has to look both ways. Joko clears him out, and Major, the last man standing, has to hold on for his team. The IGL has to step up. The oldest man on the team has to prove why his experience is worth his weight in gold. Jumps across. Oh, this could be big.
Joko doesn't read it. He doesn't know. Major's just buying time, and that is going to be an OT. What a play coming in from Major.
They have been shut out. Look at the smoke towards Akon to hold them in place, and the backstab is already here. Oh my god, this is the kill box, and it's about to crunch onto ETERNALFİRE, but they shoot their way through. Xantares and Wicadia buy themselves a little bit of lifeline. Backline's cleared out, so they can fall back and head back from water towards B side now. Maka's in position, gets one. Has to strike right on the timing, because someone can wrap around them, but he clears! No scopes, Wicadia! Maka is on fire right now. He's extinguishing Eternal's own fire. His hands hotter than his opponent's brains. His feet planted firmly on the ground upon which he stands and holds. Oh my lord. Had the right timing, but Calyx clears him out. It's all up to XSCs. They don't know he's ready over here. He peeks out, but they're ready. Hears a bunch of footsteps, knows that the moment of reckoning is upon him, and he's about to be swung any moment now. No backup available. XSC is falling back, so it's just a 1-for-1 trade. But now that the cavalry has been called in, XSCs will fall back, hoping to net his skills, and that nade lands right on Major's feet. XSC is able to finish off what he started with the bullets, and even Gravity exchanges frags. Woxic, it's all up to him. They walk right past XSCs, the smoke criminal.
That's the reason they've never gotten a chance of winning a proper round. The entrance is good, but the way 3D Max pace themselves is the reason that 3D Max have found rounds. Fighting like this to look forward to another victory. And still being called undefeated, but that's going to be only called one team. Wicadia slowly tries to walk through the smoke, gets put down. XSCs finds Calyx. It looks like 3D Max are just picking players off one after another.
Going for a contact play does make sense, but you gotta do it with at least a couple other people, man. You gotta have some trades available with you. Now you've just given away 3 1v1s and lost all of them. Xantares finally offers the 4th and wins. So now it's up to Joko to make it work, but Xantares is just clicking heads, man. He's furious.
2v2. There is a kid. They do have a flash in the smoke. Xantares is the first to fall, but quickly traded out. The AWP from Woxic finds the last round of the first half of this overtime.
But Xantares just gets possessed like a demon unleashed. He solo clears the entire side, and now they're going to go for a hard and fast exit once again. Xantares blown apart to smithereens. 3D Max are just so particular with their utility that targets Xantares. Loimobo, Galax forced out into the open by that molly. From defaulting and playing it slow to executing in the first 30 seconds itself, 3D Max pick up the base and the pieces.
Wicadia sound given away, they know he's inside, but this is going to be a 2v4 retake coming through. Choco playing close, Wicadia wins the first duel, there's another at Ivy, he wins that as well. And it's back to a 2v2. Lucky hears the reload, but Wicadia is quick, Xerxes comes in.
I am not sure where 3D Max will end up. Unlike last time, they don't really have all their eggs in one basket.
Spotted. There's going to be Marka. They're trying to flush him out of the position, but there's also a push from Dark. Choco, big damage, swings in, but Major wins. Double. What was that swing coming in? Kalix win one, and now it's looking like it is Eternal Fire who are going to be able to seal this B side and also get themselves to 15.
Major has had some of the most bullshit moments in this entire game. Like, some of these frags that he gets are honestly not real. Marka with the fast flick. Xantares will bring it back.
To close this map right here, the last time it was 3D Max who were on map point. Now this is Eternal Fire. Wicadia having a very nice cheeky angle, spots the arm and puts Xerxes down. Marka waiting for him to swing again, and he does. The patience.
But at least they have the right idea to give up their defenses on A and restack B. Unfortunately, their read is wrong, and 3D Max are still heading towards mid. They've smoked off the A-cons. I'm sorry, the B-cons, so it's going to be a straight hit towards plateau. Woxic misses the shot. I hope this could land him in a world of trouble. Alex once again here to back him up, but I don't think he needs backup. Lucky caught unaware.
The fake sold well.
They're just trying to sell that fake, but at the cost of 2 lives, that's way too expensive of a fake. Sure,
and
they
with
keep
all
blood down, but Marka is in a world of trouble.
Waiting to regroup together. Just a single headshot nade. And Eternal Fire, this is their best opportunity. First it was 3D Max to close on the CT side, now it is Eternal Fire, surrounded from all the forces of Eternal Fire. It is Eternal Fire to close this series. It almost looked like 3D Max could have had it, but Eternal Fire pushed this to overtime. 16-14 is the scoreline.